I'm the Public Information Officer in South Sacramento CHP office. So tonight we did have a helicopter crash on eastbound US 50, just west of 59th Street. The crash is affecting traffic going eastbound. The eastbound lanes are completely blocked right now, starting from the 99 connector. They are redirecting traffic currently on the freeway, wrong way, to get them off the freeway so we can investigate the collision or the crash. It's going to be a dual agency investigation between either the FAA or the NTSB, since it's aviation related. They'll be taking over the investigation. The freeway is going to be shut down for an extended period of time. I do not have an estimated time of opening, and so motorists should find an alternate route for the foreseeable future. That's really all I have to comment about that from our side of it. We will be updating the media throughout the night and into the morning if and when we get any updates.
Any vehicles impacted?
I do not have that information at this point.
Do we know if this was a crash or were they trying to make an emergency landing? Do we have any idea?
I don't have that information either. I'm sorry.
As far as transports, Justin, I know you mentioned, can you speak to anything about victims and things like that?
Yeah, so Justin Sylvia, JUSTIN-SYL, VIA, Captain, Public Information Officer, Sacramento Fire. Our units were dispatched at 7:08 for a vehicle extrication assignment. That's one engine, one truck, and a battalion chief, as well as an ambulance. Further updates came in from multiple callers reporting a helicopter had crashed in the middle of Highway 50. At that point, we were getting initial reports that there were vehicles involved. However, after walking the scene, there are no additional vehicles involved. The only 3 victims on scene were aboard the aircraft. That's going to be a pilot, a nurse, and a paramedic. 2 females and a male. They were transported to local hospitals. We could not overwhelm UC Davis with 3 critical patients all at once. Therefore, we contacted UC Davis and asked them for destinations for these patients, victims, I should say. They were transported in critical condition. So that's kind of where we're at for the fire side of things. I would like to add that there was one victim that was trapped underneath the helicopter. We only had 1 engine on scene at that point. Others were trying to make access to the scene. That one person that was trapped, the captain immediately sequestered the help of just civilians that were standing around. They were able to lift part of that helicopter out and get that victim out so we could get them loaded into the back of an ambulance and transported off scene.
We haven't been down there. Can you describe what you saw, the scene, anything like that?
So the scene basically looks like a helicopter upside down that has crashed in the freeway. There's a pretty large debris field around that at this point. The lucky portion for us, I'd say, is the fact that the helicopter did not catch on fire, because then we would have an additional problem to that. When we operate on these freeways with any type of fire risk, we don't have fire hydrants. So all that water would have to be brought in, and it being jet fuel that's loaded into these aircrafts would have been a very hot and very intense fire. So fortunately, we did not see any part of that. We're extremely lucky that there were only 3 victims. It's unfortunate they're in critical condition, but all of our ambulances were off scene with transportation and care being performed on these victims within 20 minutes of the incident.
You described